Hello amigos, I'm Dan86 and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing brilliantly. I'm doing it fantastically. Chivas have done it. They beat Club America 3-1 in the second leg of the semi-final of the Liga, and what a game. I mean, let's go back to the first leg. Obviously we lost 1-0 at the Akron to America as Zendeja's goal kind of ruined us a little bit. And then we had it all to do in the second leg at the Azteca. We had to win by two clear goals because obviously the away goals will still applies in Liga. So yeah, it was always going to be a tough ask. I mean, we got battered by Club America in the Clausura, which was only about a month or so ago. It wasn't that long ago, to be honest. And then, yeah, obviously getting 1-0 down, meaning we had to score two goals against them. We scored only one goal against Atlas in two legs, so we haven't been prolific in our scoring this Ligia anyway. And yeah, so getting two goals at the Azteca is going to be a huge ask. I mean, I can't explain enough just how big of a task that was going to be. Bit of a rotation getting into the starting 11. Mozo and Brizuela were both on the bench. Mozo in particular was a bit of a weird decision for me, but obviously it panned out, as we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, we played well in the first half. We got an early goal from Ronaldo Cisneros about the 20th minute, if I remember rightly. That was a huge goal. We needed that goal completely. From that point, we only needed one more goal to get it through. America were coming at us quite well in the first half. They had lots of chances. They should have probably scored at least one goal, in my honest opinion. But we relatively controlled the first half, although we were a bit wasteful. We have been wasteful the entire Liga, in my opinion. We haven't been putting away enough chances. Vega in particular got in goal a few times. I should have scored at least one, but we'll get back into that in a minute. And then obviously 1-0 in the half time, which is pretty good position for us to be in, to be honest with you. I thought America were going to attack us a lot harder than they actually did. Second half, everything happened in the second half, holy moly. I mean, let's get straight into it. Right off the bat, one of their players, I think it's Fidalgo. I'm not really up to date with too much American players, to be honest with you, but I'm pretty sure it's Fidalgo, sorry. He got sent off like the 65th minute or so. That on one hand helped us a lot. You always want your opponents, especially in a cup competition, to go down to 10 men or less. But at the same time, I felt like America were going to sit back a bit. We struggled to take apart teams that really sit back and park the bus. So going down to 10 men wasn't exactly a massive win for us. I think we struggle against against teams that sit back and have a player down. I think we struggle. So yeah, it wasn't a given. And then we get a goal ruled outside. I think it wasn't ruled outside. There was a foul in the build up. Cisneros Ronaldo scored again. For me, it was a legit goal. But apparently there was a foul in the build up, and the VAR rules it out, which is diabolical in my opinion. Sorry, my words. I'm too hyped up by now. In my opinion, it was a bit harsh, to be honest with you. But it is what it is, the only reason I mention it now is as if we only scored a one more goal, and then obviously if we missed out on the final because of that decision, I would be raging right now, but obviously we didn't. So anyway, we had a goal ruled out, and literally like a minute later, Mozo's on the pitch by this point, and he scores an absolute wonder goal. I mean, absolute brilliant player. I mean, he's been brilliant for us this season. Absolutely. I mean, he didn't start off well at Chivas. He didn't come into Chivas and set the world like Pocho did. It's taken him a while, but it's taken him a decent coach. Let's be honest with you right now. It's taken a decent coach for him to come in and do a really good job, and he's been brilliant. One of our best players. And you always know a team's doing well when you've got 4 or 5 players that are doing really well. Yeah, so he scores a wonder goal. VAR was not going to rule that one out, so obviously it's 2-1. We had one more goal to go. We had about 15 minutes to go by that point, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I mean, we made subs that at the time I questioned. We took Vega off, and Piojo off, which I was questioned. We brought Perez on, and Brizuela as well, some other players that I can't remember. And then yeah, literally like 3 or 4 minutes before the 90th minute, we go and score again. Orozco gets another goal. Um, and yeah, and we ended up holding out. They got a good old 9 minutes extra time. Don't really know where that came from. But we held out for 9 minutes and then we won the game. We won 3-1. We're in the final now against Tigres, which is absolutely amazing. 6 years. It's taken us 6 years to get back to a Liga final. And yeah, I mean, I'm buzzing. Tigres are not a joke. They are a massive team. They're a massive team in Liga, and it's going to be one hell of a final. Obviously, it's two legs, which helps us, I think. If it was one leg, I would say it was quite a lot. Tigres, sorry. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to make a preview video, a separate video. But I'm just going to talk about this game right now. This game is epic. This game is exactly why Liga is one of the best things ever. It's exactly why I think more European fans should get into Liga MX. You know, all of my Arsenal friends, all of my Australia friends, all of my England friends had no idea what Liga MX is until I got into it and I started telling them about it. And this is why Liga is awesome. This is why Liga MX is awesome. Um, you know, it's a bit of a thing to wrap our heads around. Two different seasons in 1 year, or you know what I mean. Two seasons in a season, if that makes sense. And the gear at the end of both as well. The league is awesome. It definitely combines the league and a cup competition almost. It makes the adrenaline and the excitement go up because everyone loves the cup competition. But the gear is special, absolutely special. It should be a national treasure, and I'm sure it is. You know, I've learned to love it. I've learned to understand it, and I've learned to like just be enamored by it. It's such an amazing thing, especially when your team's doing well in it. I have to say. But yeah, what a result, what a game. I'm going to be buzzing off this now for at least a week. I'm not quite sure when the final is. Obviously, I'm recording this about 20 minutes after the kickoff, or after the game finished. So I don't actually know what date or time the final is, but I'm sure it's next week sometime, the first leg anyway. Yeah, before I lose my voice, yeah, I mean, I'm just buzzing right now, guys. I think Vega could have done better. I think Piojo did alright. I think he got an assist for the first goal, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I mean, we got players that could have done better. Pocho kind of lost his temper a couple of times in this game. He needs to work on that. But our fringe players are stepping up right now. You know, Orozco's doing brilliantly right now. Mozo's becoming one of our best players, like I said. Ronaldo as well. I mean, nobody was stoked really to have him playing and starting this game, but he paid us back. You know, he scored in the first 20 minutes. He set this whole thing up. And without that goal, you could say that we would have struggled in the second half. So, props to him and props to Panovic and Hierro. They've turned this club around. I told you, I've been telling you all season that something special is happening in this team this season, and it's all down to them and Pocho as well coming into the team. You know, when they did and doing brilliantly. So yeah, this could be a start of something special, and I'll do a preview video near the time. But right now, hell yeah, I'm just buzzing right now, guys. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you are. I'm going to go back to Twitter because a lot of people are messaging me right now. So, yeah, brilliant game, brilliant result. Beyond my wildest dreams, to be honest with you. We're in the final. I'm going to absolutely live in the moment and, you know, just daydream. It's all about daydreaming now, and, you know, wondering what if. So, yeah, enjoy the moment, guys. Enjoy today. Enjoy this weekend. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys very soon for the preview of Chivas versus Tigres. So, and the league's gonna have to change their picture because I saw before the game that they had a picture of America versus Tigres already in the final. So they're gonna have to change that, aren't they? So that's so funny. And the last thing I want to say is I don't really like Zendejas, so it was really good to see him get booked. I saw that. I hope everyone see that video with Vega gesturing towards him. It's brilliant. I don't like Zendejas. I don't know why he plays like he's got an absolute chip on his shoulder against Chivas. Maybe I'm missing something, but, you know, it is what it is. I just wanted to end on that note. Like, got it. See you next season. So, yeah. Anyway, let's just enjoy the moment, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios. Vamos, Chivas!